Loading snacks.
What's good, Loading Snacks Universe? Your boy Jokes here. I got the homie Sin.
Yes, sir.
And we're here to talk about something very, very special.
We are.
Crisis on Infinite Earths is getting ready to go down.
It's upon us. We waited a long time for this moment. It's here.
A long time for this moment. Now, before we get too far into this, I want to say we're going to have a little bit of conversation about the current Arrowverse and the shows that are on right now.
Right.
So if you haven't taken the time to catch up or you're not watching, take a brief moment, go watch a couple other videos on our channel, and then come back a little bit later.
Yeah.
So, warning's over.
Cool.
So, Crisis is now here. We've waited now for this the whole season.
Since last season, when they started,
when they started hyping up.
They started last season.
We knew for Arrow especially, they wanted to do something amazing to take the show out on this last season. One other way to bring in probably DC's one of their biggest, if not their biggest, thing that they've done in the comics, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, good way to take it out. Good way to take it out.
Now, for those that aren't familiar, Crisis is something, the word itself, crisis,
which they, I feel like, overuse.
No, I think they use it about enough just so people will know.
I swear, like, every episode they say it like 500 times.
Dude, a crisis is coming.
Yeah, I'm just saying overused. But I get it. A crisis is coming. I get it.
But it's something that is so major that it is going to impact the complete DC universe as a whole.
Yeah.
Now, for this, they have gone deep into the DC television lineup.
Okay, I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yes.
Okay. You're talking about like not just from now, but just past.
Just past.
Okay.
So, featuring characters like Smallville, Clark Kent / Superman. Hey, I know you don't like Superman, but
y'all can have it. Whatever. I'm not here for that.
One of the bigger ones, Kevin Conroy, who
that's a good one. Yeah.
Has voiced Batman pretty much the last 30 years, is getting his on-screen debut as Bruce Wayne / Batman.
That's dope. That's amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
Looking forward to it.
And I can go on. I will take this whole segment and go through a list.
I know you will. It's epic. But let's get to where we're at right now going into Crisis.
Cool. So, let's start with the two main shows, Flash and Arrow. So, they pretty much have the biggest impact when it comes time for the Crisis.
Yeah.
Because apparently Barry Allen and Oliver Queen are pretty much both set to die.
Right.
When this comes around.
Right.
So,
which they have done a great emotional job of tearing the audience's hearts apart, like every single episode leading up to this so far.
Absolutely.
Like, shout out to Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin. Like, they're selling this.
They are selling this.
Absolutely selling this.
And at this point now, they have both come to terms to accept the fact that in order to save entire universes, the two of them have to die.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm waiting for their meetup about all this stuff.
To have the conversation.
Yeah.
Because personally, I don't think the Flash is gonna die.
No, he has a whole nother season to do. Yeah. He's obviously not going to die. Not gonna say he's not gonna die, but we know he'll be.
They threw him into the Speed Force.
It's Barry. Like, he will find a way to come back, running back in time, yada yada, all that kind of stuff.
He's gonna be dead. I can't run back in time.
It's Barry.
It's Barry Allen. You're right.
It'll work.
But Oliver, on the other hand, he's in a position right now where I almost feel like, we may actually lose Oliver Queen.
I hope not. I don't think he's going to die. I think he's gonna go off to live with Felicity in another world someplace.
Gotcha.
I think somehow he's gonna come out on that end of this and not actually dying, but still having to leave, yada yada. Hopefully he'll get to come back for
something.
Something like that. Yeah, but that's where I think it's gonna go.
Gotcha. So now, this is going to cross, of course, pretty much all of the current running CW DC shows. So Arrow, Flash, Batwoman, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. Now,
hold on, before we get to that, back to Arrow.
Yes.
Something you brought up earlier. Are we going to get Roy with the new arm in Crisis?
I am hoping. Now, the last episode of Arrow, Roy finally lost his arm, which we knew this was something inevitable that was going to happen, because in the comics, in some of the cartoon TV shows, he loses his arm, he becomes Arsenal.
Right.
So in the last season of Arrow,
this was the episode where that finally took place. Yeah.
So I really want to see how they run with that.
I do. I'm hoping to get to at least see it before it's all said and done. So hopefully we get to see it in Crisis.
Hey, Roy may show up in another show. Who knows? Hey,
very possible. We have other shows on the horizon.
He may show up, but so of course it's going to cross pretty much all of the shows. Now, the one for everybody that's kind of been the, I don't want to say issue, but kind of just didn't know how this was going to work. Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Now, as it's been, Black Lightning has had no relationship with any of these shows at all.
Not even close.
Like, no, oh, I'm gonna jump to your universe, I'm gonna jump to your planet. No conversations, whatnot ever. Now, in the latest trailer, we actually see Black Lightning shaking hands with the Flash. So, somehow there's gonna be a meeting. My guess is his world is actually gonna get destroyed. Because the thing is, Black Lightning is not a part of Crisis per se, the show itself.
Right, it's the other 5 shows that are.
So I think
just like when Supergirl first came in, her show wasn't part of the crossover, but they did that thing where
they introduced her.
Barry and Cisco like went to pick her up and bring her into it, whatever. So I think it's gonna be something like that with him as well.
Same thing. What I believe is gonna happen is I think his world is going to be one of the very first ones that's going to get wiped.
So Freeland gonna get out of here.
Freeland is gone.
It's pretty much almost gone down.
But somehow the Flash learns about Black Lightning and his abilities, comes over to the world. I need you to come help save this, and so we can get your world back.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably one of the few ways that you can truly tie that in without actually moving all these characters into his world just yet, because at this point Freeland's crossed off to the world.
I think Novu's gonna bring him in.
Novu's gonna bring him in?
I think he's gonna bring him in. It's like you haven't seen Supergirl, but we've talked about it. Like, we've now learned not only has Novu brought in Oliver, but he also brought in Lex Luthor. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking this might be another wild card that he has.
Dead.
Right, yeah, that was blew my mind the last episode. Like, really, Novu? Oliver and Lex? Like, okay, whatever. But I think he's gonna bring Black Lightning in. I think that might become like, look, y'all gonna need this dude for whatever reason he knows to help out with the Crisis.
There's something.
Yeah.
So makes you think metas. So obviously there's gonna be metas involved with this, but it must be gonna be something focused on that where Black Lightning just has that knowledge to come in.
And with Batgirl, something I didn't think of that you brought up, because you watched the trailer or whatever, and her recognizing old Bruce.
Yep.
And Bruce, reverse. Bruce recognizing her.
Yep. And mind, she's not in Batwoman. She's normal, she's just there. They recognize each other, which makes me wonder, even though we know this is the Kingdom Come Bruce Wayne, when Bruce Wayne / Batman disappeared from the world of Batwoman, maybe did he go to a parallel universe, parallel Earth, and he's just been stuck there?
Possibly. Within the Arrowverse, that's very possible.
Anything's possible in the Arrowverse.
But I'm looking forward to see that connection and how she deals with it, and also like the aftermath of that coming out of it. Yeah, like where like that takes the direction of the show type of deal.
Got it. What would you say is the biggest thing you're looking forward to so far for Crisis?
Truthfully, it's with Arrow. Like, this is pretty much Arrow's big, like, goodbye. Seeing the interaction mainly with him and Flash. And how that all pans out. You know what I mean? Because they have such a big, like, I've learned so much from you. You've taught me so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be the teacher now. You've been teaching me things. Like, that type of thing. Like, seeing that sign off between them two is the most thing I'm anticipating going into this.
Hey, I'm 100% with you on it, because Arrow kicked this thing off.
Started with him.
It started with him. I'm not gonna say it's gonna end with him, but
it's called Arrowverse, so
his end is coming. But yeah, I'm right with you on that. Like, I'm really looking forward to see. I feel like DC now has actually truly taken a page from Marvel, and they're making it work on television, and they're trying to do right now the in-game sort type thing.
Got you.
And bringing this in. Now I want to see how all the crossovers have been phenomenal. Let me put that out there first.
They have been.
All the crossovers have been phenomenal.
They've been job better than the DC movies.
No, they have been. Like, that's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
So I'm real eager to see how this is going to play out, and then what this is going to set up
going
for us
forward
in the future. Yeah. Because we know with Arrow disappearing, that leaves a void on the CW for our show.
Right, and we already know Flash is going to take the lead.
Yep.
Of being the main guy, and I'm hoping with what happens in Crisis that maybe like spiritually, like that Mia can step up to the plate
and take over, probably.
Yeah, you know, because we know they got the Canaries and Green Arrow like planned, you know, to come. So I'm hoping, that she can step up to the plate of filling those shoes.
I dig it.
Yeah,
I dig it. So I'm not gonna take much more of your time, guys. Crisis on Infinite Earths is about to be a television spectacular.
Yep.
5 episodes. Sadly, it's spread over 2 months. We only
Look, he's gonna watch them as they come out. I'm not. I'm gonna binge these the second that it's over. I'm just watching all 5 back to back. I'm not gonna sit and torture myself with that gap like that.
I want the torture.
You can have it.
I want the torture.
That's your thing. That's not my thing.
3 episodes in December, 2 episodes in January.
Hey, but when it's all over, we'll be back here to talk about it.
We're gonna be back here to talk about it.
Absolutely.
Possibly with some tears in our eyes.
Now I'm gonna get those all out before camera. See, that's how you gotta do it. You gotta prep.
Nah, dude. I want them to experience what I experienced in watching Crisis on Infinite Earths.
All right, so maybe we can like do a reaction video or something like that as we actually watch it.
All right.
Yeah.
But guys, this has been our segment on Crisis on Infinite Earths. Are you guys gonna be watching? We know you better be watching. This is Crisis.
They're gonna be watching, of course. It's Crisis. Everybody's anticipating. You know what I mean? Yeah. But what do y'all think? Let us know in the comments who's gonna die, who isn't. Speculations on what's gonna happen. The whole 9 yards. Give it to us in the comments below. And with that, we're out of here.
What's good, Loading Snacks Universe? Did you think that was too sweet? Well, do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe on whatever platform you're watching us on. And also, jump on over to patreon.com/Loading Snacks, where you can support us in everything we do and pick the tier of your choice. Much appreciated.